Hi, my name is Kafaya. I am a community learning specialist with DoSpace, and I will be instructing or helping you through this session today. So what I have planned for you today is Tinkercad. Have you ever heard of it before? Let me know in the chat since we're unable to hear each other. Since I'm unable to hear you, you can let me know in the chat if you have used Tinkercad before. Awesome, that's cool. Well, I came ready to help you like you haven't used it before. So the first thing we will do is to go to the website. I'm going to put the link to the website right here in the chat, so you can just copy from there and go. Okay, so it's tinkercad.com. So what we're going to do, the first thing we're going to do is to create an account. So what I want you to do is go here where it says join now and click on that. It will take you right here to creating an account. Are you here? You can just raise your hands or do what you've been doing by letting me know in the chat when you're here. So we're going to set up an account for you so you can explore and use Tinkercad as long as you want. But what we're going to do is create a personal account because this is just for our personal uses. This is not like proper school where it's a class, but for sure, go ahead and click on create a personal account. Hi, Valerie. So what we're doing today is we're tinkering with Tinkercad. But since you just joined, I'm just going to copy and put the link to the website in the chat for you to go ahead and click on this website and let me know when you're here. Okay, just let me know in the chat if you're here at tinkercad.com, and then we'll go ahead to create your account, and then we can get started with exploring all the fun things you can do on tinkercad.com. Can you give me a thumbs up or just raise your hand so I can know that you can hear me and that you're here at tinkercad.com? Okay, that's awesome. Oh, hi, Isaiah. It was a different name. Oh, that's perfect. No problem. Hi, Isaiah. Cool. So these are the steps, basically, if you're... Oh, that's cool. Thank you. I like that you guys are involved. Cool. So the steps involved in creating an account would be, it'll ask for like your birthday, depending on what choice you choose. So if you go with creating an account, it'll ask you for your territory, which for sure is the United States, unless you're coming in for someone else. For me, it was the United States, that's why that's there. And then you go ahead and put in your birthday, and then it asks you for an email and a password. You can ask your parents for permission if you don't have one of your own, so they can help you create, because I know you would definitely get like a notification email to your personal email after you create the account. So go ahead and put in an email and of course your password, and make sure not to tell anyone your password. And then, yeah. And once your account is created, it would bring you here. And the fun thing about this account is that it gives you access to all the other, I guess, sites that they have on there. And I'd encourage you to explore them at your own free time because these all look like fun, right? So these are the various sites that Autodesk has because Tinkercad is under Autodesk. And yeah, you can go from here. So I'll wait for your thumbs up on when you're done creating your account, and then we can get started with the interesting part of the class. Awesome, yay. So did you get this message? Are you here on this screen? So this would display your username. I just put, that's my username, but I just put username here so you don't think that we're all supposed to have the same thing. So you should have maybe Isaiah or whatever name you chose to be your username would be displayed right here on this screen. And then I want you to go here. We're gonna close out of this page just because we don't need it, not right now. So you would close out of this page and then go here where it says at the top, you would see something right here in the top corner. There'll be an option for learning. So we're going to, because we're learning today, we are going to click on learn. That's where we're going to get started with. So what I plan for us to learn today are the various steps. So like it helps to know how to use the site before you just go on to creating projects. And because you're not familiar with how, oh, okay. I'll give you a second. I just saw your message in the chat. That's okay. I think it just needs to verify your email. Let me know when you're done with that. Awesome. So what we're going to learn today is how to place items or shapes. And we're also going to learn how to view the various sides and then how to move and also how to rotate and among others. So here's like an, oopsie, here's an overview of what we're going to explore today. So of course, go here in the corner where it says learn, and then it should bring you somewhere like this. So if you click on learn right here, so this is what your homepage would look like this, where it has the create design, new design, and all of this fun stuff. And what we're going to do is click right here. Ignore my thing that says rotated. That's just me exploring. So right here, click on learn. And then when you get here, we're going to start with the starters. So the first one, and if you click on here, it'll show you see all starters. This would give you like an overview of everything that we are going to do today as far as time lets us. So let me know if I'm moving too fast. It's just me and you, so I'm going to make sure that you understand, and I'm here to help you. So the first one we're starting with today is place it. So we're going to learn how to place our various shapes. I'm just going to reset this one. You want to reset progress? Yes. Yours should be from scratch because you haven't done that before. So yes, so let's learn how to place items. So welcome to Tinkercad. We are excited to have you with us. Okay, I'm gonna go back to learn like you asked. Sound good? Okay, Tinkercad. So right here at the top, I'm clicking on learn. And I'm going to go right here to starters. Are you here? And then if you click right here, it will show you a list of all the starters that we have. So we're going to learn how to place, view, move, rotate, size up or down, group, and align all of our shapes. So these are the fun activities that we're going to get on with. I hope that you're catching up with me. And then I'm starting with the first one. So I'm going to click on this first one that says place it. So if you click right here, it should take you to place it. Yes. Did that work for you, Isaiah? Are you caught up with me? Okay, so right here on the left side, it has all of the instructions that we need. And on the right side, it shows you a bunch of boxes and cylinders. Those are the shapes. And at the top here, the work plane, which is this right here, it says it right here at the bottom. And this is the ruler. But we don't need that right now, so I'm just gonna put it back. So right here, I would read out the instructions and we would follow the steps that they give us to help us better understand what's going on. So welcome to Tinkercad. We are excited to have you with us. Tinkercad is used to build all types of creations by adding and removing shapes from the design workspace. Let's add a shape to the workspace now. Okay, so see the orange shape on the work plane? This is the orange shape that looks like a box. This is a hint. Hints help guide you as you get started. Find the box shape in the Shapes panel on the right side of the screen. Right here is the right side. Left click and drag the box shape to the hint on the work plane. So I'm going to left click on the box and then I'm going to drag it out here and fit it right here into my hint. Are you there? Did that work for you? If you're here, awesome, that's cool. So we're gonna go ahead and click on next because we're done. So yay! We're celebrating because we finished the first one. So now you have mastered and perfected how to place items from the right side successfully onto your work plane. So let's go on to the next challenge or the next step. So let's continue with viewing. So I'm going to reset it just because I did this in the previous lesson. So right now it should be a fresh work plane for you. So what we're doing here is learning how to view our objects. So while creating designs, it helps to see the shapes from all sides. The View cube is located at the top left of Tinkercad, and it'll help you with looking around. So right here is the View cube, and let's learn how you can change the view of your object. So just left click and drag anywhere on the View cube to see the changes in the point of view. So right here, I would left click at where it says top and I would drag, right? So left click and drag. That is the top. That is the left side. Just make sure to leave your hand on the left key of your, or if you're using a mouse, just make sure to hold on to your left click and then just drag. And that way you can change the view of what you're seeing. So left, front, right, back, bottom. So this gives us a 3D view of the box. We can see every corner and angle of our box. This is so cool. This is very cool. So left, back, right. And then the good thing about the view box is that the View cube is that there's different arrows. So you can use the arrows instead. If you don't click and drag, you can use the arrows to turn to the side of the box that you want to see. So click left, right, front, left, right, back. Awesome. So let's see if they have any more instructions. Now let's continue to the next step. Okay, let's learn how to zoom because it helps to see in detail everything that's on your object. Like if you're designing, you want to make sure if I zoom in, I'm seeing everything just right. So from time to time, it helps to take a closer look at your design. Practice zooming in and out. If you have a mouse with a scroll wheel, use it for zooming in and out. If you have a touchpad, you will zoom using the gesture that you would normally use in like other apps, like on your phone, if you're zooming in and out, in and out. So let's continue to the next step. Okay. So this is how we zoom by making it bigger. Let me turn this to the top right here. This works. So let's zoom in on the front and zoom out. So I'm really just doing this and this on my trackpad. So zoom in, making it wider, and zoom out, making it smaller. So let's look at what this says. Press and hold the right mouse button while moving your mouse to practice rotating your view. So I'm holding on my left, my right key, and I'm rotating. And I'm using my finger to roll on the trackpad. That's how I'm able to rotate. Are you catching up? Yes, this is very cool. I agree. It's so fascinating. Yes. I'm glad you're enjoying the lesson. So we're turning around. Just have some fun with this. Rotate, look at the bottom, the top, the front, the left, the back, everything. Yes. Cool. So let's see what they have on the next step. Let's continue. Yay, so we're done with learning how to view it. So if you click on done, it will take you to the next step. And right here, you would see the option to continue. Cool. Now we're learning, let me reset. Okay. The next thing to do is to learn how to move our objects and shapes. So left click and drag each box to one of the hints. This is kind of the same thing that we did when we moved our box from the right hand to the work plane. So what I'm gonna do is click and drag right here. Make sure it fits into the hint. Oopsie, let me do that again. I clicked on next too fast. You're probably ahead of me at this point. So what we're doing is we're learning to move the boxes back to the corners where the hints ask them to. So click and drag. I'll do this for the other side. Click and drag. Click right here and drag. Let me put this away. And click and drag. Very exciting, right? So once you're done, you click on next and we can move on to the next stage. And then the next thing we're going to do is, ta-da! No, I'm just going to reset this one. Yes. This is cool, and it's so fun that you can explore it by yourself. So what we're doing right here, I believe, is we're rotating the boxes. So select the box by clicking on the shape, and this will enable the shape handles. So click the shape handles. Okay, rotate your view to get the best view. See, I can use, oopsie, no, 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 no. Okay, try to rotate. I think I struggled with this one a little bit. Oh, okay, if you're done, we can just go ahead because I don't want to delay you with my confusion. So the next thing to do is to size it up. Are you able to explore that on your own, or should I guide you through? Because you seem to be catching on really fast, and that is really cool. So let's see how to size it up. You click, next step. Okay, so select the box by left clicking on the shape. This will enable the shape handles. Use the black handles on the bottom edge of the shape to size the shape in a single direction. Use the white handles on the bottom corners to size in 2 directions at once. So let's see, if we use the white, we get 1 direction. See, okay, very cool. So that worked for that one. Let's see, we're just making sure it fits into the hint that we have here. And then, it's not you. We're going to do the same for this one. Let's see. Right here. Click and drag. Click and drag. And we are all done. Nice. So the next step would be to learn how to group our items. Because I'm guessing if you want to combine more than 2 shapes together, it helps to learn how to group the items together. So let's see how we go about grouping. Building with basic shapes is a lot of fun, but did you know you can combine shapes to create new ones? Let's try grouping some shapes. So select the box on the left by clicking on the shape, and then hold down the Shift key and select the cylinder right in the middle. That way the 2 shapes are selected. And then go to the top right here in the taskbar. If you hover over the things, it will show you what it does. Like, see how this one says align, this one says mirror. We're looking for the group one. So we're gonna click on group. And then once it's grouped, it all changes to the same color. See, this was red and orange before, but now it's all red, or at least red with a hint of orange. So let's go on to the next one. So select the box on the right by left clicking on the shape. Hold down the Shift key on the keyboard and select the cylinder right in the middle. This cylinder is transparent, so we only see the outline. And then click on group at the top, and that should help us group the both of them together. So let me do that again. Select and hold down the Shift key and also select again. And then we click on group, and that way we don't see the invisible cylinder before, we only see the circle right in the middle, which is the outline. Are you all caught up? Awesome, cool. So let's go on to the next step. Done. And now we're going to learn how to align our boxes. So this is what the finished product is going to be like. So let me reset so we can work through it together. Yes. This might be a bit tricky, but we will figure it out. Okay. So while building, you may want to line up shapes. Let's try aligning some shapes. Next. Let's explore the different ways boxes can be aligned. Hovering over an alignment handle would show a preview of what the alignment should look like. And by clicking a handle, it would move the shapes to the position. Let's try previewing all the other alignment options. See, right here. It says select the box, the same step we used while grouping them, is what we would do to align them. So I'll click on the first box and hold down the shift key, click on the second one and click on the third one. And right here at the top, right next to group, this one right here is the aligning tool in the taskbar. So I would click on that and it would bring up the different handles that there are. And if you hover over the handle, you would see the different ways it would align the boxes if we clicked on it. So just hover for a while and then till you decide which one you decide to use, and then we would go ahead and do that. So let's see, continuing to the next step. So clicking on any of the alignment handles will move the shapes to the aligned position. The undo button on the toolbar would let you change back to the original position if needed. Try to align the boxes on the work plane aligned to the front of the box. So let me see, which one of these options would align our boxes to the front? Doesn't look like it. Let's see, this one doesn't do that. This one doesn't do that. This one brings them forward, but not to the front like we want them to. This one, no. This isn't what we want. No, no, no. No, no, no. Nope, nope. So what I'm gonna do is click on this one and then hold on, and just bring my boxes forward and do the same thing right here. And if you're trying to delete a box, just click on it and press the backspace button on your keyboard and that would do the job. Or you can just click on the delete at the top on your taskbar. So I'm going to hold down the shift key and select and select and select. And I would hold down the align key and see which one does it for me. Go back. This looks like the best bet for now. And yes, so I had to do 2 steps. So the first one brought them closer together and the second one helped. Yay, awesome, cool. I'm done too. So we're good to go to the next. See? Looks like we're all done. And this is a good stopping point. We maximized our time. So yeah, so let's go back here to the project page, yes, to our dashboard. And right here, it'll show you the different ones that you worked on. And because I've done this several times, that's why I have so many projects. But this, of course, I'm very happy to help you anytime. So since we've come to the end of today's lesson, I want to show you something really cool here. If you go back to the Learn tab and click on Lessons and Projects, it would show you like more resources that you can do to help you better learn how to use Tinkercad. So of course, now that you know how to place and align and move the things around, it'll be a good time for you to go into the lessons and try to see which one of these things you can create. So yeah, that is all that I have for you today. If you have any questions or anything, just feel free to go send me an email at hello@dospace.org, or if you want to maybe sign up for any of the other classes, or if you're excited to see what, of course. Have a good day, okay? Bye.